Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode. Jesus! Jesus!
I just had to do that soft enough to where you were like rolling your eyes.
Yeah.
And there goes another follower.
No!
I was thinking about it because you did a really kind of cool little video where we were trying to get to 100. It's like, hey, we got to 90. Oh, we're down to 89. And I thought about it when I saw that. I remember the days like MySpace and Facebook when you'd see people with like 600, 700.
Yeah.
And like, you don't know these people. But suddenly now with the Instagram world, it's like, it's follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow, X, follow, unfollow.
Yeah.
What happened to the days of just, you follow people and then just, you follow them? I mean, why is it suddenly, I'm just curious. I'm just curious what the reasoning is as to why we went from social media to where we have hundreds and hundreds or thousands of, quote, friends, to if someone, we don't keep someone for more than a week. We just, you go to them and you unfollow. I only did it when people were like, if you don't believe in everything I believe in, unfollow me today. I'm like, okay, bye. But especially a business page, like, peace out, good luck with your business.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm just curious, do you have any theories on why people suddenly won't keep followers?
I don't know. You know what I'm noticing is a lot of bots. It was like maybe like a year ago or so where people were actually paying for followers. That's like a big thing.
That was the blue checkmark dilemma for me,
is that
for
what
us,
it was?
I think.
Okay.
Even though I think the blue checkmark on X, I think got more real engagements because you're at the top of the list. But then again, if you say the wrong thing, the bot army comes after you. So I'm still curious. I still might try it for a month with our Instagram and just see where it goes. See if it helps with anything.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I think it's an algorithm thing too. The algorithm really has its own. It's another beast because I can never understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to understand it because there's nonstop since we signed up for TikTok. Oh, TikTok! If you do this, you'll get more followers. I don't fucking care. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the number of followers doesn't. I like to see it grow because it's like, oh, cool. People are like relating to us, or like they understand what we're saying, or like they think we're funny or whatnot. 200 yards away. And
oh my goodness.
And so I like to see it, but at the same time, it doesn't. It's not like I'm trying to make money.
I'm always, I'm quantity. Not quality, or quality, not quantity.
I was like, wait, what?
See,
when did this
200 yards away.
Yeah.
So like that, I just want to get into where people will like comment and ask questions and we can be interactive.
But that's the other side of it. Not many people comment. It's usually the bots with the negative comments, or people who like my Taylor Swift video on YouTube got negative reaction. Meanwhile on TikTok, where I thought I was gonna get chewed out, everyone's liking it. No comments, but everyone's like, do, like. It's our highest view video right now on TikTok. And so I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not the only one that feels like this. But at the same time, it's like hit or miss. I don't know. It's a lot of bots. I think a lot of people just, the way we are now after COVID and like socially, even hiding behind a screen, we refuse to follow. We only follow the big number ones, like the big accounts.
Oh yeah, you follow your, like you said, because we're, quote, nobody. Yeah. You're not going to care. Nobody. We're not, like I said, I've always said, we're not an athlete, we're not a musician, we've never been in a movie, we're not in the public eye. Yeah. So we're just, who cares, it doesn't matter, it's just a couple people. Even if they know us, they're like, yeah, I like them, they're cool, but I have other things to listen to. Yeah. Because, like, I know people are like, I listen to you sometimes, but I got all these other podcasts. It's like, I guess they mean more. Again, even if you say the exact same thing they do. Because our AI episode, I was listening to some movie guys, and they went into the AI thing, and they were saying some things like word for word that we said, but if you hear them say it, it's like, here's your thousands of likes and views, but if we say it, it's like,
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff with like the political stuff and like the Macron stuff, like we were like one step ahead. Yeah. Remember a lot of times I'd be like, Lively, we said this? Yeah, with the Blake Lively. Mm-hmm. I was like, remember we said this? But then other people say it, I'm like, well, at least I'm happy I was one step ahead.
It's a struggle of...
Like, oh, wait. Yeah. One. Oh, yeah. Was it Nicocado? I am one step ahead. I
Oh, and a quick little update. Did you see? I saw a video. I did not get confirmation of this. Oh. That Lily Tino was coming back.
Oh my God, I did! Ah!
Nick Contino is back in play, and didn't really apologize.
No.
Just said I was leading with anger, and I know that. But I'm still gonna go to restaurants and eat. It's like, yeah, you miss those paychecks. Is what you missed. You missed those.
I don't even want to
monetization.
Give my energy to someone like that.
There was also a TikTok saying that she died in a car crash too.
Oh my!
Oh really? Wow.
I don't wish for that. I don't wish for death, but I just...
No, but like that's so left field to say something like that, right?
I wonder if it came from Lil Nick to get,
get like views, some clout.
Get like, oh no, I didn't get in a car accident. I was hurt.
I think that's one of the things that frustrate me most about social media is, obviously, social media is for entertainment. I use it to stay in touch with people.
It's informed too.
But I feel like majority of it is for entertainment, but in today's day, it's like to be informed. It's like the news, what the news should be.
Yeah. But I found about the Nigeria stuff through social media.
Yeah. And I think it's funny that people, it's just so much clout chasing.
Yeah, it is.
So much clout chasing. When we do fun videos, it's because this is how we are. Yeah. And, like, I know people enjoy it or people laugh, but, like, we don't do it for people to laugh. It's like we're friends. This is what we do. We have a podcast. We relate on a lot of things.
It is fun to entertain. And when people say, oh, my God, this was funny, that was funny, like, we did our episode, said, oh, my gosh, I was laughing at this part. It's like, that's fun. Yeah. It feels, but it's like anything else. Like, if we were hanging out with a big group of people and you were to say something, people would laugh, you'd be like, oh, that's cool. I made everybody laugh. I entertain.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it's like we're not chasing it. But at the same time, it's still nice to know someone's out there.
I just look at it as they get it. They get what we're saying, and they're on the same page, which is nice to hear.
Which is different than agreeing always.
Yeah.
They just understand where we're coming from.
Yeah. But it's nice because, unfortunately, you and I sometimes are surrounded by people that are complete opposite, way over the extreme line, and it's just exhausting. But anyways.
You got some topics.
I wanted to talk. I've been pushing this topic far
away. You've been here for hours.
I wanted to talk about Labubus. Labubus, because as you can see, since I'm a collector, not only of Funkos.
That's why they can't take you serious, because you got.
You stole the fucking words out of my mouth. Don't take me seriously. I mean, you can't take anything seriously from me because. Forget my education, my life experience.
You got a master's in psychology, but
it doesn't mean shit nowadays.
Who cares? Because you collect Elvira Pops.
Yeah, I mean, I've met these people too. Is that enough for you? Anyways,
no.
let me stop. That's TikTok heat right there. Anyway, I want to talk about Labubus because it's been a poppin' collector item. Mm-hmm. It's like Funkos were a huge hit. Now it seems like it's like taper off. They're mass producing. Not many people are liking it so much because, unfortunately, we have resellers. Just like with the Labubus, we have people who are reselling these for astronomical amounts, more than what they're worth, which kind of sucks as a collector because you want to have fun with it, right? So, Labubus, if you guys, I'm sure everyone knows about this. Like I said, I'm behind because we've had more important topics to cover.
Much more important, yeah.
That really resonated with us, but. Just a formal definition of a Labubu. It's a fictional character and collectible toy from the Monster series by Hong Kong artist Kaisen Lung. I hope I said that right.
Probably not.
Known for his...
Case in point. That was wrong.
Known for his pointy ears, big eyes, and mischievous...
I don't know why that made me laugh. Pointy ears. Okay, sorry. I'd mute myself, but I can't.
That hit your funny bone, didn't it?
It really did.
In the mischievous grin, the character gained rival fame in 2024 through social media, particularly TikTok, and endorsements from celebrities like Blackpink's Lisa, which she's been a big fan of Labubus. And they make big ones. They have ones that are like huge.
Yeah.
They're like hundreds of dollars. Lead into a frenzy of demand for the blind box toys produced by Pop Mart. Pop Mart sells out very frequent when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I did actually buy this before I got the Labubu, which is a lazy yoga Labubu.
Are these real?
Yeah, so this I actually bought at the toy store that has a license with Pop Mart, and then the Monsters Wacky Mart. So it's like food, Labubus and like food. But these are like the newest items, but this is a big into energy, and this is one of the like I want to say there's like 4 major ones that they have a sit-in one now where the Labubu actually sits, is in a seated position.
Yeah.
But it's between this one and another one that people are like freaking out about, like they were selling out, and these are like I remember when I was in Oregon, I wanted to buy one of these. And the lady at the kiosk, because they had a Pop Mart vending machine, was sold out. And you could do a pickup from Pop Mart, but they're sold out of that too. And the website's sold out. She wanted like $80 for this.
Ugh.
And meanwhile, on like the app, it's much cheaper. But then if you do buy it in a store that someone has a license to sell it, it costs like, like $20 more.
Right.
This would have cost me $60. And I got it for free because I want it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I wanted it. We went out to a sushi dinner double date, and they had a spinning wheel. You had to spend a certain amount. Thankfully, we hit that amount between all of us, and I have been searching for one of these, and I won it by spinning the wheel, and it landed on Labubu. And I was so excited because as a collector, the fun thing about this is there's so many you can get, and there's a secret one. Oh. So there's 6, and then there's a secret one, and that's usually the most valuable one. And so I opened it, and I ended up getting this cute little guy.
Okay. That's a cute thing. That's a cute thing.
And it's pink, just my color.
Yeah.
But this little guy is called Loyalty. So it was a blind box because it comes in a bag like this. Okay. And so you don't know what it is, but if you do look inside, you get a matching card that tells you.
Tells you what it is?
Yeah. So when I was opening it, my friend was like, what did the card say? And I was like, I'm not looking at it because I want to be surprised.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people will open this. I was happy just to win one, and it's cute.
Did you cut it open yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm like pushing on it. Why? Why do you say that? Tell the people why you say that.
I just may have heard a rumor about there being something inside of these with. Were they listening devices or were they cameras? I can't remember which one it was.
I think both.
Where people were cutting them open.
Why is there a wire here?
Can you imagine? That'd be the ultimate nanny cam right there.
Why is there a wire, Brian?
Is there a wire there?
Feel that right there.
Is there a wire?
Yeah, it's like a bendable wire. But yeah, people were saying, so when these came out, everyone was like, oh my god, I love this. It's outrageous. Everyone was like saying, these are evil. And that was me. I was like, these are evil. Because if you look at the grin.
The teethy grin, yeah.
Yeah. But it's super soft. It's super cute. I'm glad. It was just a nice experience. To win one. First of all, the experience of winning one. Yeah. And then a blind box opening one. So. Yes?
Even our server was like super excited for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I showed her. I was like, look, and she was like, in the restaurant.
Inside the restaurant.
Oh wow.
The owner, by the way, she was pissed that I won.
Really?
She was like, when they spun the wheel, our friend was like, Labubu! And I was like, oh my god! And then I went to grab one, and she was just like.
Was she just hoping nobody would win it?
Yeah. I guess. I mean, yeah, that's the chance they take. Like.
Yeah,
most of the time, I was just lucky. I really was.
Probably a weighted wheel, and you still got it. I was like, oh,
yeah,
crap.
Right? Damn it. Next thing we got to do is this. So, again, a lot of people, like, it has a keychain at the top, the key ring, so they, like, hook it up to their pants, and they, very fashionable. You could buy clothes for it. I mean, there's so much you can buy. Apparently, it's like Barbies. You could buy clothes, you could buy a car for it, you could buy all this stuff. But there's one thing that I was the one that would say, these things are evil, is because there was a connection. There is no real evil connection, or there's no evil meaning to the Labubu doll, so they say. But it stems from online conspiracy and fear-mongering that began circulating in 2023. And it was fueled by mischievous appearances and comparisons to the ancient, oh man, I don't know if I'll be able to pronounce this demon's name, Pazuzu. It's a Mesopotamian demon Pazuzu, the creator of the Labubus, just said it was like a trickster character inspired by folklore and imagination, not demons. But it's funny because him as an artist, he sells his paintings of Labubus or like they're not art galleries, and they look kind of creepy.
Do they?
Yeah, they look kind of creepy. And so people were posting videos on TikTok with like scratches on them, and like they're like, "Oh my god, it's ever since I brought this in the house, I can't sleep. Like I wake up with scratches." So like people
stop scratching yourself in your sleep. Jesus.
Yeah, right.
What's wrong with you?
So that was me. I was like, dude, these dogs are evil.
The TikTokers who do that don't tell you they sleep with their dog.
Right.
Yeah.
They're skateboarders and ran into a thorny bush or something.
Pretty much everything. Yeah.
So I can tell you that I have not had any scratches. I mean, it's been chilling here with my pops in the box. Maybe that's the safe net, is it's in the box.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm not negative energy Karen. I don't know, but that was like the funny thing, because when other friends were trying to get Labubus and stuff, I was like, I will never get one, but I always wanted to just have at least one to have the experience.
Seen a few. They're probably not real Labubus, but in the horror world, when we go to conventions,
oh yeah,
there's horror themed.
Yeah.
Because I recognize the face. I don't know if they're actually transforming their actual Labubus into these characters or not, but
no, yeah, people do. They put like
creepy,
gems on them. They tattoo them.
Yeah.
The real ones, because they do sell fake ones.
Okay.
And the fake ones.
Those are the choking hazards, right? That's the only controversy I saw. Was there was some sort of choking hazard for the knockoff ones, like for kids.
Oh, because the eyes fall out. Yeah,
that's the only thing I could find as far as controversy when I looked it up.
Yeah, Brian wanted to get one and split one open, and I was like, no.
I did.
I was like, maybe a fake. The fake one, I think, was the one they were saying was like head surveillance.
Okay.
I don't know. I just wanted to experience the blind box, and I got to do it, and I'm gonna experience it with these two, because I bought these first, which totaled the amount of getting one of these, but I won this, and I was very happy. So.
Okay.
But Labubu's is skyrocketing. Well, not anymore. I take it back. Supposedly the stock of Labubu has crashed, has gone down a lot. There's been some controversy because people, I don't know 100% if they were associated with Balenciaga. Did you read anything about that?
I didn't see that.
Okay. So people were in uproar about Labubu's and Balenciaga. But I don't think it was Balenciaga, because Balenciaga, as we know, has been in a lot of hot waters, or people have forgotten already because they still support it, because of their the photographs they did with children and the BDSM teddies, and the clothes they were wearing was like very, I don't even want to say goth, but it was goth, but it like darker, like, like BDSM stuff. And kids are not supposed to be around that.
Okay.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, just look at that court case with the Australian guy. Anyways,
wow, just moving on to. Okay.
No one cares about that.
That's true.
No one cares.
But every time I hear Labubu and that stuff like this, I think of that old production company. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Oh.
Every show back in the day was like Ubu Productions. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So when I saw this, like, oh, they're back, and then I realized they're not back. It's just a demonic. Wherever they're from.
They say. I guess.
Is it from? You said from Japan?
No, China.
China. I really don't like them.
Yeah, I think it's funny because we do, as an American society, we do like freak the fuck out over Chinese products. Like anything that China comes out with, we're like, oh my god, and I guess rightfully so, because
a 7-year-old made that.
Right
when he was done with his Nike shoes, he made that.
Oh yeah, I mean, pretty much that's what happens, I guess. So
after he cleaned up the Wuhan lab.
Wow.
He went and mopped up the lab.
Shit, now I'm gonna get COVID.
Sneezed into his mask, and then he walked over. He made a couple pair of Nikes, and then he went over and did a couple of Labubus. And then his 18-hour day was over, and he had to go to bed.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, guys. And it's probably true, 100% true.
That's okay.
It's, I did mention that to someone, because that whole Shein thing and like Temu.
Yeah.
and people are like, oh, I buy my T-shirts because it's like super cheap. And when it first came out, I was like, I don't know if I want to support that because of like the sweatshops. And someone said to me, oh, everything's a sweatshop. You can't escape it. And they're like trying to make me feel bad because I was like worried about the children.
Okay, never mind.
Or not just children, adults who like work day and night for like $1 a day.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
But it's just the shame. Why do I always get shamed, guys?
I don't know.
Why do I get shamed, Brian? Exactly.
Because you're a woman?
Oh my god, you just read my mind because that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, it's because I'm a woman. So, it's me and my Labubu against the world. That's going to be the new title of the podcast.
Yeah. From now on, they're going to be you and a Labubu, and I'm going to be home.
Yeah. So, the stock value just dropped by $13 billion as of September 18th was a headline that was on Netflix. Jesus. Instagram.
That's the next story.
That's the next story. And so a lot of people were just, they're saying they're losing steam. It's really hard to see because people still buy stuff. It's not just Labubus that's at Pop Mart.
Yeah.
They have, like, I think it's called Candy Panda. They have different dolls and stuff. And it's just people are, like, collecting all of it. And just the fact that you can get accessories for it, it's just a new trend. And I know people get upset about it. But again, it's your money, your choice. You can buy it or not. Yeah. Thankfully, I didn't have to spend much money for it, but I'm all about the experience. Kind of like when I get my Pop's autograph, it's about the experience.
Right.
Same with the photos.
Yeah, because it's like, you think about it, it's like $60 just to have a signature written on it. But you're like, but it's the experience. It's getting that conversation in that moment in time.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying for, really.
Yeah.
The signature secondary.
Yeah. And sometimes, recently, what I have experienced is you can pay more money to get a photo with someone, like a professional photo, and it can be one of the most awkward and shortest conversations you can have with them. And yet someone who you pay for just a selfie and a signature at the table is like what saved the experience for me at this last event we went to. Mm-hmm. I had a much better interaction with that actor, and I was like beaming walking out of that event because it's about the experience for me. So,
right.
But it's kind of sad that you spend some money on people you think they'll interact more.
I always said that if you want the better interaction when it comes to cons, you got to do the table and the selfie because the photo ops are meant to be a quick in and out. They're not meant to be. That was the last one, Brian. I know. Well, even in that case, like
it was short.
Even in that case, and it's always put in the photo op is a in and out. You're not there to talk. I mean, like not talk, but the table is where you get the interaction. People should just, if you're going to cons, just. The pro photos look better and they got good backgrounds, but the table is where it's at.
Yeah.
Because you never know what the handlers at the photo ops are going to say or do.
This last one we went to there wasn't too much. I don't think the handlers I didn't even notice handlers, but it was the interaction. I was interacting with them because they were trying to make it like talk, and it was just really awkward. It was really weird for me.
I wish I would have paid more attention because she's like 5'10". So
I'm pretty short.
To want to get down to your level, there's going to be a little bend.
Well, there's a drastic bend.
But then if there's a drastic bend,
because Brian went ahead of me, and so you were taller than them.
Yeah. And
so they coordinated well for you.
And they were having so much fun with the cosplayer. I think almost...
No, that was a good thing.
I think almost, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but almost like for that photo, like almost we were secondary.
Yeah.
Because they were getting the photos, like they were getting to keep
for themselves.
The photos. Yeah. And then it was like, oh, we got people here, come on over.
Yeah.
And then you do a pose. I did the pose, and then I'm like just playing with it. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, maybe you just got caught in the crossfire.
I had more interaction with the cosplayer that spoke no words.
Yeah.
I had a better interaction with the...
Yeah.
Anyways, that's 2 for 2 now of bad experiences, and I've never had one before, but maybe we'll go for a third one this next one that's coming up.
There isn't really...
Oh, there's no other places where there's sign-ins and photos?
Well, I don't know. The one at the end of November, I don't know if there'll be guests for that. The one we're doing tomorrow, but you don't know. I mean, you can still see him. I hope you still want the interaction, but it's just one actor.
Yeah,
from a movie I just barely saw.
Yeah, I feel some type of way, and I'm allowed to feel it. I'm allowed to feel like this.
You are. I mean, and the beauty of it is that we all have different experiences. Mm-hmm. Because since I was there all weekend, it's like for me it was, I had some weird, interesting experiences with some of the just vendor moments, and with someone that I thought, like I've always had a cool interaction with, and I saw him at the event, and it was like just passed right by me, like I wasn't there, and I was like, oh God, don't tell me they're gonna have a falling out already with someone.
Yeah, I think it's people in general.
And then I realized that sometimes people get in that environment at cons, and they're like, they forget anything that exists just except for what they're getting signed. Yeah. And I knew that there was at Ghouls, I saw one of my coworkers who her husband does all the cons and gets all the stuff signed. Mm-hmm. And so, but when I see her, she's like, hey, bye, we gotta go. He's gonna get this signed, that signed. It's like, they get so wrapped up in getting the interaction. Oh, I'm gonna see this guy, that guy, this girl, that girl. They forget that there's people at the con. Right. And they forget that people are there to all have an experience. And like I said, I my experience was just fine, but doesn't mean it's. I mean, sometimes you have those moments.
It was just weird. Sometimes it was just weird. I'd be okay with it.
I think you just had honestly a weird moment.
It weirded me out because I've never had someone bend down for me to get to my level, and I'm like, I know I'm short, but I'm not that short. Yeah. I'm not 4'9", 4'5". Yeah. And so I was just, and then to be talked to like a child, I was like, wow.
So talking to the bending over, it's like, okay, whatever, because she did seem. Because sometimes, like you said, these people can be socially awkward too. Yeah. Just because they were in a movie doesn't mean they don't have great social skills. It was her first one, I think.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. I think most of the people that won, it was their first con.
I rewatched the movie and I was like, I get it now.
Yeah. So it's like, sometimes like I said, it's not...
Stop giving excuses.
No, I don't think it was a purposeful, I'm going to talk down to this person.
I know, it was just weird.
Yeah.
It was really fucking weird.
It was just a moment in time that just didn't play out well.
But it was funny because I know how you sharing your experience with vendors. Mm-hmm. And I saw someone that I had met through through Evil Shred. And when you started talking about that, I was like, yeah, I just ran into someone, they acted kind of the same, like, Yeah. And later on, I saw them afterwards when they were done, I guess, babysitting the actor or whoever was there at the table. What was the first thing I said to them? They're like, came on, like, hi, and I was like, what's wrong? That's what I said. It's like, what's wrong with you? Because I'm to the point. Don't fuck around like that. I'm sorry. Like, I get human behavior, but I don't like that. You gotta match my energy. If you can't, then I don't want anything to do with you, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, and when it's us together, people are gonna know, well, you're the more energy. You've got more energy than I do.
Really?
You're more personable than me.
Intern, does that sound about right? Oh, she's sleeping. Never mind.
And I'm more quiet and just go with the flow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not true.
In public, yeah. Around people, yeah. On here, no.
No.
Because it's just you and me. Around people we know, not necessarily.
Yeah, no.
Because, when we saw, like, one of the people there, and it's like, him and I just started talking. Then you're like, okay, well, just... bye.
I was like, okay, I'm going to the table over here to go look at stuff.
And I get it that way. I got that way the whole weekend because it's like the few people that I'm comfortable with, I just would stand there and talk to them. Yeah. Because it's
no, it's good.
But the random ones, it's like, hey, how you doing? Thanks, nice stuff, bye. And where you are like, hey, how you doing? All like this, like.
And I got bombarded. And I'm like, I just want to go.
And then you get a sales pitch from like a car salesman guy.
Yeah. I get it. You're there to sell stuff as vendors, but like everyone has a different shopping experience too. I feel like I'm complaining, but it was just weird. It was awkward. I've never experienced. I feel like I haven't experienced that in these cons or like sign-ins and stuff. Like I never felt pressured. Like I literally admire things, and then I'd be like, oh, this is so cool, or like I'd tell the intern, or you'd be like, oh, look at that. There's Elvira, or there's this, there's that, and then like everything I was like looking at, I was being told how much it was. Why it costs that much. I have more if you need this. Check this side out. I appreciate the information if you have more things, but I really felt like if I didn't walk out of there with something, bought something, it's going to be a huge disappointment.
I didn't buy from him this time because he's too. I want to just look at it, and if
you bought before?
I bought 2 things from him last time.
Oh, okay.
The same convention last year.
Oh, okay.
And I liked them, and it's good. They're fine, but I just didn't want it anymore because it's like.
Do you think it was because I showed up on the last day?
No, that's the way he is.
Oh, okay.
I
was like, last day, last couple hours.
Yeah, he treats it. I walked in the first hour of the first day, and he was like that.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, I like my return customers. You should try that. Get this. Look at this. Yeah. What'd you get last year? Well, I got something similar." It's like, dude, I just walked in the door. No, I'm not going to give you every bit of cash I have and then just leave. Hey, great convention. I was there for an hour. This guy took it all.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's true. That's true. Because that's how I was. Like, the last person I got a photo and a signature from, I was just going to get a signature.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure I had enough. I would hate to go up to someone and be like, oh my God, yeah, I want to take a selfie and an autograph. And then I'm like, oh, just kidding, just a selfie. Because, like, I don't have enough money, right? I had cash.
Yeah.
And then, that was what made the experience so well. Is we were talking about it, and then I reached in my pocket and I saw I had enough. Yeah. And I was like, okay, you know what? You talked me into it. I'm going to do the signature too. And then we talked about people, which I love. If I could talk to an actor about human behavior, just how shitty people are, that, like, you up here for me. And it was great. And, it was good. But that's the worst part, if you go buy stuff and then you're like, shit, I don't have money for my stuff that I wanted to do.
That's why I circle and circle and circle and circle. Yeah. And then I'll buy one thing. And I know I'm going to buy 2 or 3 more things, but I want to see what else is there. Like when I bought this little xenomorph thing, I saw it like 4 different times. But then
okay.
Then I was
so
like,
the circling?
And circling by day 2, I was like, okay, now it's time to get it because I now know how much I've spent, how much I've left, stuff like that. But they want you like, and most of the times, I mean, of all the cons, it's like, there's only a handful of people that are kind of pressure. Not many do. Not many do, but that one guy was just really high pressure.
Yeah. And, like, my last, like, the straw that broke the camel's back was when he was like, yeah, I only have 2 of these left, and if you really want it, you can buy both for this amount, and I'll take $1 off. And I was like,
$1?
I literally went, oh.
You can go get a Tootsie Pop with that $1.
I mean, I'm not being ungrateful, but, like, you made it sound like the deal of the year right there. I can't even buy a $1 menu item. There's no such thing as a $1 menu.
Yeah, but I still love it. I mean, like I said, you always have maybe, you do the cons enough, it's like, you're going to have somebody, 1 or 2 people, like, that might throw you into, like, I really didn't like that interaction. Yeah. But the con itself, I mean, that's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, it's good.
She puts on a great show. I love her cons.
I was bombarded. I was overwhelmed because there's just so much to see, and I like to take my time, but I don't like being in people's way, so that's why I was trying to, like, scan really quickly. Yeah. And how you say you do the circling, that's what I do too. I have to go back and look. Yeah. That's probably why I like doing all 3 days too, because. Yeah, no, there was a lot to see for me in just that little time frame.
And you wouldn't think of it because it's not big in terms of some of the ones out, like. Yeah. But it's still the quality of stuff. I bought 2. Well, I bought 1 book and got another book. I actually got books this time. But one Jen gave me a book, which was nice, probably because I bought a lot of scratch art. But I appreciated it, and then I got another from another author that does some prints. So I actually got books this time.
That's cool, though.
I'm gonna start to try to maybe read.
Hook it on phonics. I'm
going to be reading some books. So what else we got? So that was an unexpected. We weren't even supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, I had to get off my chest, I guess.
But like I said, and it's interesting. Like, so we go, we both went, and it's funny how one little thing can throw someone off. Yeah. And so our perspective is like. Where it's not like you're like, that con wasn't good, but just that moment and that interaction, maybe, it's just, so, I don't know,
it caught me off guard.
It caught you off guard, yeah.
Caught me off guard.
A couple things caught you off guard. We won't talk about the other part, but
it was like it was back to back, because it wasn't just that, and then it was like going around to get my photo, another interaction that I was like, what is going on? I literally almost dropped it and be like, what is going on? Like,
and that's so weird because I didn't even remember because he was a guy, and I only dealt with I only dealt with the woman, and she was she was pleasant as can be. Like I
The
said,
woman was fine.
And plus, I'd been there like that was like my 8th or 9th time through there. So they're like, "Hey again," you know. It's not that should matter. It should treat everybody as though it's that way. But
I don't know, guys. It was weird. It was very weird. Maybe if I walk out with, I don't know how to change it. It was just awkward.
It's interesting because that kind of reason why I kind of like it is it's known for it's all female run. But you had
it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All female. If you look at
well, that's it, guys.
But you had the guy.
The guy.
The
was
one
weird
guy.
to me.
The one guy that was there.
I felt like I was stealing candy from a candy store, and I had the money in hand. The waiting.
The only weird interaction I had was, I don't know if I assume he was with the girls, one of the handlers.
I'm gonna ask that girl that runs that show when I see her. I'll be like, "Hi, I went to this event recently. What is that guy's name? I just want to know for future reference."
Was he? No, we'll talk about
it. That way she'll be like, "Why?" And I'll be like, "I'll tell her." And then maybe she'll go tell him, like, "Stop being fucking weird."
It is interesting, yeah, because you have to be, that we work in the public, I work in the public, you gotta be kind of even with how you talk, and, we know someone listens that works with the public.
Yeah.
You gotta be even with everybody. You can't, even if you think you're trying to be funny or you're trying to be bantering, you never know how someone's gonna take it, to where he could have just been like, again, just awkward, and he thinks he's being, and he thinks it's being funny and playful, and you're just like, dude, what's wrong with you?
With my money.
It doesn't go over well when it's just like, hey, if you want the cover, they're $5, you just give her the money, she'll take care of you. Mm-hmm. That's how every customer, and because again, it could just take something that should be just a nonstop, just great experience, and have that one little wedge of, not that you wouldn't go back, but I mean. Because if again, hopefully you'll keep going back.
I will. It's just weird to have it happen and then have something happen and back to back.
Well, the one at the other one with the other actor that tried to look at you as an ally.
Oh God. Yeah.
And no convention can help that. Because that's not in both cases. It's not the con's fault.
I need to do a video of this shit.
It's the individuals.
It was wow. I almost said, "Can I have my money back so I could leave?" Anyways.
And she's someone you really wanted to see.
I did, and that's the worst part about it. Anyways, we're gonna move on to something more related to this. Speaking of China, with the Labubu, since they're from China,
I want Panda Express now.
Isn't that more Americanized?
It's Chinese food, but
China.
Because the people who created it were
the Chinese.
Sorry. So what's the next one from China?
Sister Hong. Another one that I've been so late on talking about.
Sister Hong.
Sister Hong, man. Remember that scandal? That Brian had no idea who Sister Hong was.
I still really don't have
I was all over it.
All I know is I see the pictures and I'm like, man, that's a real life Labubu.
Because speaking of human behavior.
Yeah, when you told me this, I'm gonna let you.
God. Sister Hong, July 2025, this Sister Hong went viral, man, because Sister Hong got arrested. Sister Hong is a 38-year-old man, I'm not even going to say his real name because I can't pronunciate it, who allegedly posed as a woman. Sister Hong has engaged in sexual acts with several men. I believe it was over 1,500. The encounters
that's more than several.
Yeah, right? The encounters were reportedly recorded and the videos were circulated online. So, Sister Hong, if you ever have the opportunity to Google Sister Hong, she actually has a Labubu now and a Funko Pop, which I think is hilarious.
Gosh.
And speaking of awkward behavior and just being weird, why do I praise these people? This is a man, this is a man who would put on a brown, bob-like wig, paint his face literally white, like porcelain white, red lipstick, and these men would show up to his house with, like, here's an apple, now grant me my sexual flavors.
No.
Here's a half-used bottle of oil, now let's get jiggy with it. And supposedly, none of these men knew that it was a man. And in the videos that they uncovered, which my understanding is, Sister Hong would offer these clips or these short videos of these sexual interaction with these men hidden, because that's the biggest part is the invasion of privacy. It was hidden. No Labubu.
They were in a Labubu.
I'm surprised no one showed up with a Labubu for Sister Hong. But anyways, it was a hidden camera, so all these interactions the guys didn't really know, even though there was one dude that looked right at the camera and even went like this and still did the act. I guess sex hungry, huh?
I guess.
But Sister Hong, over 1,500 people, she would sell a monthly subscription, and again with the app Telegram, they would purchase and then you get access to these videos. And what's crazy is people, it's 50-50. People were like disgusted that this could happen, and literally men, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to shit on men right now, but literally could show up with like a half-eaten watermelon and they'd get
that's what they
everything
said.
From A to Z.
Yeah, fruit, oil, milk, vegetables, express their gratitude. Yeah, that's what it said here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And half the time she would be either with like in her, I guess you would call it white face, because that's what it was. She painted her face white.
The geisha face.
I guess. I thought that was
not
Japanese.
That Japanese, but you never know.
Well, look at that. We're crossing all lines here.
Maybe she wanted to be like the Grudge. Who knows? She's doing that while.
Oh God! Damn it, Brian!
Oh, sorry. Well, it's Chinese, so there's probably a lot of micro penis going on. Okay.
Sister Hong would sometimes wear a medical mask, and the guys would just have sex with her. And like, how do you not really? They had no idea it was a man. And so part of the thing is she supposedly, I don't know. This is a lot of reading back and forth of different articles, people telling the stories. Supposedly, she would tell these men she's on her monthly cycle, so they have to do it the unconventional way.
Yeah.
And
into the brown eye.
The brown starfish. And then sometimes guys were so eager to just get the deed done that when they realized what was happening, they were like, wait a minute. And she would be like, oh, well, you put it in the wrong spot. And as a dude, but like, honestly, I'm going to ask you, like, could you not, like, if you're doing stuff, would you not be able to?
Oh, you definitely be able,
be like, that's a man?
Yeah, absolutely. Because no matter how you're doing it, because I assume most of this was doggy. I assume.
Yeah, and so like
even if clothes on. Even if you're lifting up a skirt or something like that.
Yeah, because she would wear
as a man, you're still going to reach to feel what's there.
You would think, right?
Yes, because we're handsy. Mm-hmm. We want to know. We want to So you're not going to be just like blind, like closing your eyes, like pin the tail on the asshole or something like that. You know. I'm just saying. Are you okay? You asked, so I'm just saying.
I know. I want to know the man's perspective.
Seriously.
Okay, like I'm not a man. I
even like
tell you.
Because every man, we've had sex in the dark.
Yeah.
And so you reach down, you feel around. Oh, there's slippery. There it is. There it goes. Otherwise it's dry as fuck. So it's like doesn't go there without some spit. So you're like, you have to see. You have to know. You have to see where you're putting it. Otherwise, you should be thrust in the air. Things.
It wasn't dark. It was light. Yeah. It was always in a room with light on.
Yeah. So these dudes knew.
Yeah.
They just didn't care.
And the thing is, how dangerous, because there were clips that they showed. I'm not saying where they showed the full act, but there were clips where they actually showed the guys like, "Are you sure you're a woman?" Because like you said, they were handy. They would like reach
under.
In frontal grab, and they'd be like, "Wait," and she'd be like, "No, like I'm a lady," like. Wait, and I'm like, guys, and then people would like look at her face, and they're like, and they would go to lift the skirt. She's like, no, because they were suspecting it was a man, but they still went through with it.
Once you get going, it's like you don't even care anymore.
But that's what I'm saying.
She'd be like, you're like, okay, it's like, okay, I'm just going. I'm almost there anyway. A couple pumps and I'm done.
It hasn't even started yet.
Because in that point, you're like, let's just get this done.
Wow.
And so it's like, boom, boom, boom. Thanks.
Wow.
Because if they reach under, she can be like, that's my tampon hanging out or something like that.
Yeah, apparently these excuses were working for these men. But that is what a lot of people, some of the comments in some of these videos that they would post, the clips, were outrageous because people were like,
oh my gosh, they said that the obvious victims should be men whose private lives were exposed without their consent. They have not received many sympathetic comments on social media. Instead, they were doxxed and shamed for having consensual and unprotected sex with Sister Hong.
Yep.
They were actually, their information was put out there to say these guys did it.
The people, friends and family, coworkers that recognize these men. Yeah. Some people were like, dude, that's your fiance.
Was this China or Japan? No,
it was China. It was China.
Because Japan, I kind of would get because it's all about shaming and honor and all that stuff. They brought shame to their family. China, I didn't know how serious they were about all that.
It's
that is true. That's what happens when you sexually repress a society. This stuff happens.
But that's the thing. Some people were like, dude, you had a fiance and you were doing this shit. Like, there was this one guy. These people created nicknames for them. Like the internet created nicknames for these guys. Yeah. One of them they would call the buff guy or muscle guy because and women were like, how could you not get women to like do this stuff with? You're a good looking guy. You're buff, and then other people they call this one guy Leather Jacket, and he's like really handsome and he had a leather jacket. He turned out to be his fiance. Saw the video. And was like, they had just taken like fiance photos, engagement photos, and that all fucking blew up. Excuse me. And so these men, unfortunately, it was an invasion of privacy because they did not know they were being recorded. And then it just blew up. And then this guy got arrested, rightfully so, because you're recording people without their consent. And it's a sexual act. It's not like, oh, I'm recording us having dinner.
I don't know, in China, is that illegal?
I would think so.
Because, homosexuality is not...
Yeah, I don't think that's allowed
I don't think that's allowed.
Because a lot of these stars who play homosexual characters in series, they have to go by themselves, one at a time. They can't go together as, like, the character couple, because China's like, shut it down, it's illegal. Which is weird, because there's a lot of... The gay community out there is pretty big.
Is it?
Hidden big, I guess. But now the biggest thing is, what about the spread of disease? Because some of these people, they didn't look very clean. But also, you're that many people without protection, with protection. What else have these people been doing? What else did Sister Hong do that wasn't recorded, So
Sister Hong must be, like, fully invested in enemas. I mean, they're seriously.
And the worst
thing... And douches and stuff like that.
I don't even know if he did that.
Yeah, they had to have cleaned it up.
Well, so one of the guys, when he realized oops, wrong spot, he was, like, literally looking at his thing and going, like, bro, come on. So, I don't know. As a man, I'm not a man, so I can't tell you, but I would think, like you said, you would know. All the women were saying that you have to know.
You have to
know. But...
And it doesn't... Yeah.
You want to hear the crazy part about it?
There's a crazy part?
Yeah.
So what was all that?
Sister Hong is a widowed man who was married to a woman. Or, I don't know if he was widowed or he divorced. So imagine, is he straight doing this just to, like... I guess he wasn't even making money, really, except for the subscriptions. He was just getting food. So is this a social experiment? And why are people so, like, fascinated by it?
Well, is he widowed or divorced?
I don't know. I think I'm going to look it up real quick.
Because you know how the psychological mind is. If he's widowed, he could be taking taking the mental place of his wife, and so, therefore...
You think so?
I mean, if he had a big enough mental break to where he's like, well, my wife's gone, so he takes on the role of her, and that's how he gets through, or... keeps himself. I don't know. The mind is crazy. Everything about the story is crazy.
Yeah, there's definitely some. I don't know. I almost feel like it was a social experiment. The guy was just making money to get by, but you're not really making money. I guess the subscriptions.
Probably all important too.
Yeah, the subscriptions, but at the same time, all those people got exposed, and people who realized or recognized these people were doxing them. Were saying, hey, like, some people lost their job. One of them was a teacher for kindergartners. And I was like, oh, God.
What happened to the sister?
She's in jail.
Okay.
He is in jail.
He's in jail. Is it a women's prison or a men's prison?
I know, I'm sure.
Because if you're in Australia, you can go to a women's prison. Yeah,
that story.
That story's going to be safe.
We will definitely cover that.
We're going to put together another group of those stories.
It's horrendous. So the arrest was secretly filming sexual encounters with hundreds of men. It wasn't hundreds, it was like 1,500 plus. And distribution of those encounters. So it definitely jail time. I don't know how long, but I think it's just an ongoing case.
The only thing I didn't see, which surprised me in these cases you normally hear, is I don't think there were kids involved.
No,
which is a rarity. Which is all rarity.
Yeah.
It's still sick, twisted, and evil. But for the first time, we can talk about a sexual case that's not about kids.
Right.
But it's still just as.
Insane. So the biggest thing is, here's a headline that says the shockwave of Sister Hong catfishing, gender imbalance, and sexual education in China.
But I will say, to finalize my thought on Sister Hong, is these dudes all knew.
I think, yeah.
Every single one of them. There's no way that you are going to have sex with a man without knowing. Yeah. Just because you're being told, no, I can't put it there, put it in the back door. No. Nope.
Yeah.
No, I mean, sorry.
I don't know.
Especially if you're just wearing some painted face and a wig.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So you have no feminine features. You're not feminine at all. No. And I'm sure telling people no or stop. I'm sure it's hey, there's no. No, these they just didn't care, and they just figured that no one's watching, no one's gonna know. They'll just they get to pretend. Well, pretended like it was a woman, so.
But that's the sick part for me, and I'm not saying it's kind of is sick because it's like. You're deceiving. You're living a different life. You're deceiving everyone else in your life, like those people that were engaged, or some of them were married.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like that's what I'm saying. Like, damn.
Yeah.
And like.
Have you met humanity?
I know, but like, I could never do something like that. And like, it just men, man. It's when it comes to sex, it's like a
women can do it too.
Women do too, but you hear more about it with men.
Men go to this level.
Yeah.
Like I said, they don't care. There are women out there they'll sleep around with like a bunch of men or something like that, or women to experiment, but dude like a Sister Hong type. You're right. That's between that and Oprah's Guru and stuff like that. It's always the extreme sexual deviance. You're right. Are mostly men.
I guess the positive out of this is no children were involved. Thankfully. So thank you, Sister Hong. I guess that's why she's famous. I'm kidding. It's, what a story. And I just think I was more bombarded by how people were praising this kind of behavior. Which I think is weird. Don't you think it's weird that people are, like, fascinated and, like, saying, go Sister Hong, get it, like, and they would, like, people are going to dress up as her for Halloween.
Here?
Yeah. Like, all over the world. Isn't that kind of weird, though? Like,
we do
idolizing someone who went through that
We do love our celebrityism.
I don't know. I just think it's weird. That's kind of like, remember when Jeffrey Dahmer came out in Netflix? And people were dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer? I think that's sick. And dressing up as a serial killer? Like, you know how many families and lives were affected? Just like Sister Hong. And now we have pops, Labubus, and costumes. Halloween costumes. Because it's a fucking joke. It's not a joke. You're fucking with people's lives. At least it wasn't children, right? I guess that's the positive. Oh, it's horrible. Anyways, thanks for listening and checking us out and watching. So just make sure you go outside, get some sun, and touch grass. Okay, bye!